All right, good morning, guys. Welcome back. It is we're going to continue on with the Algebra 2 lesson. Um, so make sure you guys have a piece of paper out to take some notes. We're going to go over some things called matrices, understanding rows, columns, uh, and using another tool that Desmos has to offer. All right. What is a matrix? Teachers, I'd like you to call on somebody to read what the definition of a matrix is. Give you guys a minute to do that. You guys can hit pause. If you look down at the bottom there, we have columns and rows. And that's one of the most important things we have to recognize when we look at this. So we need to look at the row is right here. So that's like the front row. And then this has two rows because this is the second row. You're second away from the front. But we also can go columns and how many columns this is. This is column 1, column 2, column 3. So there's 3 columns and 2 rows. This is another slide of the difference between rows and columns. Obviously, this is really important to what we do. If you guys look, I just did like this is a concert. So this is the front of the stage. The rows is where you want to be. You want to be in the front row. So rows are going back, and the columns is kind of the seat that you're at. So when you're at a concert, you'll be at like the front row, seat 5. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your seat would be right there. So just something to look into, guys. Take your time, realize it, and talk amongst each other if you guys don't understand the difference between rows and columns. All right, guys, I want you guys to look at this one. It says identify how many rows and columns in each matrix. So I want you guys to look at this and identify it. I'll do the first one with you. On this one, it has 1 row, 2 rows. So it'll be 2 times, how many columns is there? 1, 2, 3. So it's a 2 by 3. Give you guys a few minutes to do the rest of it. Subs, teachers, go ahead and hit pause. Give them about 5 minutes to do this. The next one is 2 or 3 by 2. 2 by 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5 by 1, 2, 3. It's a 5 by 3. And this one is a 1, 2, 3. It is a 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's talk about rules of matrices. The first rule is the variable needs to be in the same order. If a variable is not there, it's a 0. And if there's not a value next to the variable, it will be a 1. I want you guys to write these on your notes so you can be able to use them to refer back to later. I would go with there are children tickets. And then there's that kind of youth. So I would just kind of play teenagers and adults. And with all those tickets, what was the total tickets sold on this? Well, it was 800. Right? And then the second one is the systems and things they give us. They give us $2.50 for children, $3.50 for teenagers, and $5 for adults. So remember, in our rules of matrix, we're going to keep everything constant. Let's do the children first. The children was $2.50 per ticket, plus, let's do the teens. The teens was $3.50 per ticket, plus we got $5 per adult. And if we added all that together, how much would that was going to give us? The total was right here, $2,937.50. The last one is a tricky one. So there were four times teenager tickets than there was children's tickets. So then it is 4 times children equals 1 teenager ticket. So those are the 3 different systems that we can create out of this problem. All right, writing a system with 3 linear equations and 3 variables to represent the solution. Be sure you define your variables. So we already did that. So I want you guys to look here. We got C, C, and C, and that's on the far left. If you look at our rules from the beginning that I had you guys write earlier, it all needs to be in the same order. But if you notice, TT is on this side, but T is on this side of the equal sign. So we need to move that over to the left. So what I would do is 4C equals T. And how will we move T to the other side? What's the opposite of plus T? Minus T. So then it would be 4C minus T. So the new equation over here, I would look at as 4C minus T equals 0. Okay? And now we need to build our matrix. Okay? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to build our brackets. And we're going to go back to our rules. So how many columns is this going to be? Or rows? It's going to be 1, 2, 3 rows. And then it will be 4 columns because there's C, T, A, and a number. Okay? Let's look at the first. C, T, and A. If there's not a number next to it, it has to be 1. That's according to our rules. 1, 1, 1, 800. The next set of numbers is 2.5, 3.5, 5, and 2,937.50. The next one is a little weird. We got C, so we know that is 4, right? We know T, that's -1, but there's no A. So we go back to our rules. If there is nothing there, you just got to put a 0 as its placeholder. And another other one is 0 because it's equal to 0. That's where we get that right there. So this, guys, is your first matrix that you guys made. Alright, guys, I want you guys to go onto your laptops or cell phones, preferably your Chromebooks, and Google Desmos matrix. If you guys want to take a picture of this, write these down. These are the steps you need to take. I will also show you the steps as well. So let's go to the next slide. This is what the Desmos matrix calculator looks like. Okay. Next. I want you guys to click New Matrix, which is right here. Okay. Click New Matrix. And then here, I want you guys to adjust the matrix. We know that it's 3 rows by 4 columns. So you adjust it by hitting the plus and minus button. It should be 3 rows, 4 columns. The next is I want you guys to fill in the values of what we did in our bracket before. So it's all right here. Fill in the values. After you fill out the values, you're going to hit the enter button, which is that blue button right here. $125, $500, $170. Hey guys, let's get this written down. We got 125 up here. We got 500 and 175. I want you guys to get the total amount of answer the 3 questions. The total amount of how much each set of tickets were. I'll do this one for you. The children one was $2.50. We're going to multiply it times the total amount of children, which is 125, and we'll get an answer. I want you guys to do the rest. All right, guys, let's read this problem, and let's answer it. The first thing you're going to identify is how many rows and how many columns is there. There are 1, 2, 3 rows by 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So then now let's look at, let's build our brackets and let's fill in what we know. There's X, Y, and Z. So we know that's 1, 1, 1, -2. The next row, it's 2, and it says subtraction 3, so it's going to be a -3, 2, -14. The next one is going to be 4, 3, -1, since it is a -Z, and 5. I want you guys to follow the directions earlier on the matrix calculator and see if you guys can answer what X equals, Y equals, and what Z equals. Alright guys, these are your independent practice problems. I want you guys to take the rest of the class to do these yourself. If you're a little need any questions, ask the teacher or your neighbors. Good luck, guys.